It was February 1959. 9 hikers set out into the frozen Ural Mountains in Soviet Russia. None of them ever returned alive. The incident would go on to become one of the most chilling unsolved mysteries of the 20th century. And to this day, no one truly knows what happened. Led by 23-year-old Igor Dyatlov, the group was made up of skilled students and graduates from the Ural Polytechnic Institute. They were experienced in mountain expeditions, and they were aiming to reach Otorten, a remote peak whose name translates from the native Mansi language as "don't go there." The route was meant to be difficult, but nothing out of the ordinary for this group. They kept journals, took photos, they laughed, they hiked, they sang songs. But on February 1st, everything changed. Weeks later, search teams discovered their abandoned tent. It had been slashed open from the inside. Their belongings were still inside. Boots, clothes, food, even cameras. It looked like they had fled into the snow. Barefoot, half-dressed, in temperatures of -30 degrees Celsius. Some bodies were found only a few hundred meters from the tent. Others were found 2 months later, buried under snow and ice. But the real horror wasn't where they died. It was how they died. One hiker had a crushed skull. Another had broken ribs, so severe, it was said the force was like that of a car crash, yet there were no external wounds. No bruises, no cuts. One woman, Lyudmila Dubinina, was missing her tongue and her eyes. What could have caused this? An avalanche. It was the official explanation for years. But experienced mountaineers disagree. The slope angle was too shallow, and the tent wasn't buried. Some suggest infrasound, low-frequency vibrations caused by wind, that can lead to extreme panic and disorientation. Could they have fled the tent in a frenzy, hallucinating in terror? Others point to secret Soviet military tests. The area was near restricted zones. Some of the clothing had traces of radiation. Were they exposed to weapons testing? There's even talk of the Mansi people, the native group living nearby. But they were peaceful, and no evidence linked them to the deaths. Of course, there are wilder theories: UFOs, aliens, a Russian Yeti. In 2020, Russian authorities reopened the investigation, and again blamed an avalanche, but that answer satisfied no one. There were too many strange details. Why were the footprints so orderly? Why did they cut the tent from the inside? Why no signs of struggle, yet such extreme injuries? Some of the hikers' cameras had missing frames. One had a photo of bright lights in the sky. And then, there's the diary entry from there last night. Now we know that snowmen exist. Was it a joke, or a final, cryptic clue? We may never know the truth. But one thing is certain: whatever happened that night in the mountains was terrifying enough to make 9 skilled hikers flee into the freezing dark. Barefoot and alone, the Dyatlov Pass mystery remains unsolved. And perhaps it always will. What do you think happened that night? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoy real stories of strange history, subscribe for more.